girlings here, welcome to Sakura Forest Girls. We are about to get to possibly the episode that will end the route we are on. Well, possibly. Anyway, let's get to the ritual. Let's check out if it will bear any fruits and so on. That's about it. Hope you enjoy the video. We return to Maia's home once the three of us have dried off. It's now getting pretty late, and for the sun has yet to set, the air is cool and crisp. Maia takes a seat upon her favorite chair, then observes both Aiyana and I, one leg folded over the other.
And now, it is high time we set off to the ritual site, so we may begin our ceremony. But first, I believe a change of clothing is in order. What's wrong with our clothes?
I pick the hem of my leather garb, frowning as I do so.
It covers everything up, and it's easy to move about in. I don't need to wear anything else. Your clothes are practical, yes. But if one wishes to conduct a successful ritual, they need to drape themselves in more than mere practicality. It is a special occasion, so you should look the part. The spirits are attracted to silky fabrics and shiny things. They have very specific tastes. Shiny things?
I pull a face.
Are you going to dress me up like a songbird, all bright and gaudy? I mean to dress you up? Yes, but do not be alarmed. My aesthetic sense is unparalleled. I would not let you look gaudy. I'm thinking of something loose and floaty, but refined. It should suit you very well, Miss Warrior. I don't know about that. I bet I'll look frumpy. I'm not really a girly girl. Don't be so self-conscious, Yaya.
Aiyana reassures me, smiling gently.
I'm sure you look lovely, no matter what you wear. I think your features are very fine. Aiyana is right. Your features are fine. When you're not glaring at me like I've kicked your chickens to death, or screwing up your nose. Your body too is rather luscious.
Maia's gaze sweeps up and down my clothed form.
It seems a shame that you hide it away behind such a dull attire. I want to make you sparkle like the gem you are, buried beneath all that dirt. My clothes are not dirty.
Maia raises an eyebrow, and I demur.
Well, not that dirty to say I've been wearing them for so long. They may not be that dirty, but I think you could look far, far better. Observe.
Maia snaps her fingers, and her own clothes melt off her butt like sizzling animal fat. That's a nice dress. Her purple leather dress is replaced with flowing blue gown, almost as deep as the night sky, embroidered with golden accents. I feel like that tiara, I guess, not much needed. Gold bracelets hang from her slender arms, and her waist is clinched with a gold belt strung with coins. I don't know much about fashion, being a warrior, but I think Maia looks very attractive. It suits her.
So what do you think? My taste is not so very bad, is it? I think you look lovely. Why, thank you. Your kind words are appreciated. I can outfit the two of you in similar manner for our ritual. I will make you shine. I promise when I'm through with you, you will hardly recognize yourselves.
This proclamation sounds a bit scary, but I don't think Maia means an ill by it. She's done quite a lot for us already. I should trust her.
Alright, fine. I don't think I make a good princess, but you're free to try. Just do your worst. Now that is an invitation I cannot refuse. Maybe I'll do a little bit of this and this. And if we add some draping fabric here, some gold accents there, et voila!
Maia commented strange for the inclination with a flick of her fingers, and soon a strange transformation occurs.
Cute!
Again, for that stuff in the hair not needed. I feel my own clothes muting and shifting about me, just as Maia's did. My old clothes fall away like flower petals, and soon are reshaped in a strange attire unfamiliar to me. A red dress, redder than a rose, wraps itself about my body, and gold ornaments loop about my head and waist. In less than a second, my appearance has been utterly transformed. And I'm not the only one. Oh, there is no transformation, like transformation described for Aiyana, who I also believe does not need that stuff in the hair. Anyway.
Wow!
I stared at Aiyana with wide, surprised eyes. She, like me, has undergone quite the alteration. She's wearing a pure white gown, like a lily, with a lot of loose training fabric which brushes her bare legs. To be fair, Lily would sound so much better. Anyway, a complete gold circlet rests upon her white tresses, and gold coins loop about her torso. She looks ethereal, almost like a goddess. Thanks for using the word ethereal. I was supposed to go back to Yumina the Ethereal, but you know, after I lost access to my YouTube and basically wiping entire Windows, all the files and so on, and putting fresh install, I lost the saves to Yumina. And we cleared like the first servers, right? I don't know if after that I will be able to return to it. Because the problem is I would need to play the entire route again. You know, so with the second route, basically, I don't have to grind so much. But again, with the first full route, I would still need to grind. Anyway.
This is quite the change.
Anna looks down at herself, her blue eyes wide with surprise. Then she looks back at me, blinking with, again, surprise.
What do you think, Yaya? I don't look foolish, do I?
Now, what should I say? Maia pulls this look off better than you. I think you look adorable. Wow, imagine saying the first one. I think you look adorable.
You don't look foolish at all, Aiyana.
My voice barely more than a whisper when I find it. So aged I am I. By Aiyana's transformation I feel breathless. Why is my heart pounding so hard?
You look great! Really?
Aiyana turns this way and that, the golden decorations, her new dress clinking.
I'm not so sure about that. I think my appearance is only average if that. But I'm very glad you seem to think so, Yaya.
Aiyana's eyes crinkle in the corners.
I think you look lovely too. Are you sure? I'm afraid these kinds of clothes look silly on me. They're so feminine and I'm so muscular.
Are you now? You look at those arms and you think, are you now? She's strong though, as we know.
No, you're not. You are you, and I like the way you look. Your headdress is a bit crooked for. Can I adjust it? Oh, sure. Let me fix your skirt too.
Aiyana takes a step towards me, then reaches out. She adjusts the circlets of coins upon my head, while I smooth out the creases in her skirt. Aiyana is standing so close to me, I can feel her soft breath against my cheek. She looks so cute, particularly from up close. The gold accents she's bedecked in are positively glittering.
Her fingers brush against my scalp and I gasp, my cheeks pinking. Yeah?
Aiyana peers at me, concern evident in her blue eyes.
Are you alright?
I'm fine, yeah.
I glance away, swallowing. My heart is pounding, fed to burst. I try to push these confusing feelings aside, but my amused titters make that something of a challenge.
Ah, young love. Is there any more pleasant sight? You're both so adorable I could just eat you up.
After changing our clothes, Maia leads us down the sloping cliff, through the forest and into the abandoned village. Night has already fallen by the time we arrive amongst the dilapidated wigwams, and the night sky up ahead is peppered with stars. Which, if you think about it, the sky would be so well visible from there. Maia tasked me with collecting enough wood to start a fire. I bundle firewood together, taking care not to snag or damage my new dress. For if I did damage it, I doubt it would matter too much. Knowing Maia, she could always use her magic to fix it. This dress is no normal item of clothing. It was made from Maia's magic. I'm a bit anxious it might melt away like foam, but it feels corporeal enough. When I've gathered enough wood, Maia sets it alight with a click of her... Fuck, I can't click it now. A click of her fingers and the brief incantation. A roaring fire soon springs to life in the heart of the village. Tongues of flame lick the starry sky and the smell of burning wood soon fills the air. Now it worked. Weird. Probably because it's kinda cold now. I can't have an open window. Anyway. In the middle of night, embers dance in the lukewarm breeze and the sound of discordant crackling fills the silence.
Wow!
Aiyana stares at the blaze, her eyes wide. The undulating firelight chases away the shadows that play about her face, in shades of red and pink and yellow. The circle upon her head, meanwhile, shimmers like gold.
I've never seen a fire this big before. It's so pretty.
I'm inclined to agree with Aiyana. The fire does look very, very pretty, superimposed against the velvet night as it is. But I think Aiyana looks even prettier. Garbed in her white, floaty ritual dress, she looks like a freshly picked lily. Surely could be a princess. By comparison, I feel quite clumsy. My palms are pink from collecting the wood, and I think I have splinter in my index finger. I hope this doesn't interrupt the flow of mana Maia kept talking about.
Lighting a fire is a key part of any ritual. The flames are full of mana, and they attract the spirits. I will ask the spirits for guidance, and if they deem me worthy, they shall bequeath upon me their knowledge.
Will they know where Koko is?
There is nothing the spirits do not know. They exist all around us, for we cannot see them, and rarely can we sense them. They exist in the earth, and in the air, and in the sea. Fickle though they are, they can be persuaded to aid us, if we entice them with enough mana.
Maia narrows her eyes. She looks unusually serious, with the roaring fire flickering behind her.
This will be quite a challenging ritual. It will require a lot of fortitude. Are you prepared?
Aiyana nods without hesitation.
I would do anything for Koko.
Same here. We didn't come this far to turn back now, for I am curious. This won't hurt, will it?
Your body might feel heavy, as I fill it with mana, much like an overfull container. But worry not, it should not cause any pain, just discomfort.
Are the pain and discomfort kinda the same thing?
This isn't filling with a whole lot of confidence. I've scrubbed myself clean and dressed up in a very pretty gown, but I don't feel any different than I did earlier this morning. I'm still the same awkward, distinctly mundane Yaya I've always been. This is all very new to me.
I hope I don't screw things up. I'm sure it will be fine.
Aiyana takes my hand in her own and gives it a squeeze.
I believe in you, Yaya. Thanks, I appreciate it. Just hope you don't. I just hope you don't.
Wait, what?
I just hope you don't believe in me too much. I wouldn't want to disappoint you.
There's too many hopes used in that sentence.
You couldn't. I would be upset if the ritual did not work. Of course I would, but I would not blame it on you. If it weren't for you, we never would have made it this far. You are an invaluable friend to me, and I really took care of you, for you. That will never change. Thanks, Aiyana. I feel a bit better now.
I breathe in, filling my nostrils with the heady scent of wood smoke, then turn to Maia.
Alright, I'm ready. What do I need to do?
It is quite simple. We three need to stand in a circle, hold hands, and think of your missing friend. You must recall all the fond memories you have shared together, how much you miss her, and how dearly you wish to be reunited. If the spirits hear your plea, then they should answer it by providing us a sign as to her whereabouts. The sign will communicate it to us from deep within the fire. If you gaze into it, we should discover the truth.
That doesn't sound too hard. So we just need to do this.
I take Maia's hand in my left, Aiyana's in my right, and give them both a squeeze.
Yes, indeed. It is not hard, as I said. For your skin might tingle a bit as my mana flows into you.
A bit of tingling's nothing. I can handle that much for Koko's sake.
I too shall do my best. Good. Let us begin then. Think of your friend. We'll appeal to the spirits. I will call out to them and beg for their aid. They are mercurial, and this might be a tricky task. But together, I think we can do it. One must always be positive about these things if one wishes to receive optimal results. It is the same for cooking and conducting rituals.
Alright, positive thoughts. Positive thoughts. Positive thoughts.
I mumble this under breath as the three of us join hands.
Positive thoughts.
I let my eyes fall shut, then think of Koko. I can picture us in my mind's eye, as we used to be not so very long ago. I'm smiling, and so is Aiyana, the two of us embracing Koko, who's laughing happily. I begin to laugh too, and soon Aiyana joins in, her eyes closed with mirth. It's strange to see Aiyana laugh. She doesn't do it very often. She's a serious sort of person. Not cold exactly, but awkward. I try to make her smile, but I don't always succeed. Koko was much better at making her laugh than me. We were good friends. Best friends, in fact, and we were inseparable. We'd known one another since we were small children, and we vowed we would always stay together. We're all similar, myself loud and brash, Koko sweet and girlish, Aiyana shy and softly spoken, but these differences only brought us closer together. We each made up for what the other lacked, and together, Koko and I tried to make Aiyana happy. I feel a strange tingling sensation filling my body. It feels like every inch of my skin is prickled by needles. My palms, which are joined to Maia's and Aiyana's, feel very hot, and I don't think it's because of the fire. My body feels like it's filling with something. My blood is burning. It doesn't hurt per se, but it's awfully strange. It's hard to focus my thoughts on Koko, but I know I must if this ritual is to succeed. I feel like we're almost there. I just need to push a bit harder. I think of Koko and Aiyana and I, the three of us together. Then I think of the night when the strange gelatinous monsters attacked and Koko disappeared. It's been 3 years since then, and I've yearned to know what happened to her ever since. I miss Koko, and I want to see her again. I want to be with her. Please, spirits, if you can hear me, answer me. Show me where she is. I want the three of us to be together. Again. And I want to see Koko smile.
Goodness me.
A soft gasp, courtesy of Maia, breaks my concentration. My husband and I soon come face to face with the flickering flames. The flames are red and orange and yellow, and they seem to bleed together. When I strain my eyes, I can pick out shapes among those flames. These shapes are vague and abstract at first, but the longer I stare, the clearer they become. I can see a sweet, heart-shaped face and yellow hair tied back in 2 pigtails. Large, round eyes. A button nose. A smiling mouth. It's Koko! Koko has been replicated among those flames, and so too has a backdrop. I can see wigwams, somewhat akin to those that populate this abandoned village, and trees and a river. A slender red-headed woman laden with jewels. A tall pale-skinned woman with pink hair. I don't know who these people are, but Maia seems to because she nods.
That makes sense.
What does? Who are those people? Do you know where Koko is?
I think I just might.
Maia gazes into the undulating flames, the curve of her nose enigmated by the ghostly light, and smiles.
The woman dabbed in jewels is Princess Ari, and the tall woman is her priestess Imala. They live in a village not too far from here, surrounded by rivers. This village is only a week away from here on foot, and I believe it is there that your dear friend Koko has taken up residence. The princess and priestess must know something about it. That is why the fire is showing them to us. You must go to them and question them. Then you will discover the truth. And then we'll find Koko? That is what the spirits seem to be telling us, yeah. Oh my, I can't believe it.
Aiyana's hand falls from my own, and overwhelmed, she presses it to her mouth. A sudden gust of wind blows, distorting the fiery faces of the princess and her priestess until they are subsumed by the flares anew. But Aiyana doesn't seem to care. We no longer need the aid of the spirits. Not now we know where she is. Where Koko is.
We've been searching for her for so long. It's been 3 years and finally...
Wait, we haven't been really searching for 3 years. Anyway, Aiyana sniffs. Relief tears bed in the corners of her eyes, clinging to her white eyelashes. If this was an RPG, and you would send me for that quest, it would be 3 years maybe, given that I would be grinding like crazy. Anyway.
Finally we know where she is. We know that she's safe. We can see Koko again. This is amazing. Oh, Yaya, I can hardly believe it.
Aiyana turns to look at me, her eyes white in the firelight. The embers that flicker in the air illuminate her smooth white tresses and her bright blue irises. Her cheeks are faintly flushed, and her lips are pursed in a small circle of surprise. She looks amazed as I am. We journeyed far from home to find Koko. We endured hardship after hardship, hunted to survive, and made our home for many nights upon the forest floor. We went to a strange new village, then met a strange witch. And now, after performing a strange ritual, we've finally done it. We found her. Now that I think about it, no, this is like a kind of shirt underneath the white dress, right? Or wait, no, stop. Like, that's not white, but like cream? That's a dress. The white is kind of like a... I don't know. That's... Anyway. Because for a second I thought, hey, is that white part the only thing covering her and the rest is like a tattoo? Or should I say the painting on her body? But I guess no. The cream thing is actually a dress. Anyway. We found her.
We'll go to that village and see her and we'll be reunited.
Aiyana sniffs, her blue eyes bedding with tears.
I really wasn't sure when we set off if we'd succeed. I've always been shy and awkward, and I'm not the strongest. I've never had much faith in myself. But you were always with me, Yaya.
Aiyana's hands find my own. She squeezes them, all the while shivering, despite the fire which blazes proudly in the background. It's a muggy night, and the fire makes the air more sultry than ever, but Aiyana looks like she's caught in a howling gale.
You supported me whenever I began to doubt myself. You gave me the courage I needed to press on. It's always been like that since we were children. I'm anxious, but you're not. You forge on ahead, so bright and bold like a shooting star. I've always been your shadow. I might have resented it just a little bit. But more than anything, I admired you.
Where is this all coming from, by the way?
Huh?
I stare at Aiyana, my brow furrowed in what I doubt is the most elegant manner. I've never been a very elegant person. I'm not delicate and ladylike. Aiyana is. Aiyana is many things that I'm not, which is why her confession catches me so off guard. I didn't expect it, not at all.
That doesn't make any sense. What doesn't? That you were jealous of me. And why would you be? Compared to you, I'm coarse and crass. I've always wished I could be more like you. That is strange.
No, it's Aiyana's turn to look perplexed. Her nose wrinkles.
I can imagine why anybody would want me to be like me. And I can imagine why anybody would want to be like me.
There is a brief silence, filled only by the crackling of the fire. And Maia should be like, for the background. I can imagine why someone would want to be like me. Honestly. But she probably won't want to, destroy the moment. I look at Aiyana, she looks back at me. Then the two of us begin to giggle. Our laughter might not be appropriate, even the importance of the ritual we just performed, but I don't care about that. I care only about Aiyana and her happiness and our friendship. I've never felt closer to her than I do right now. I care about her so much it hurts.
I suppose we can agree to disagree there. People never seem to appreciate their good qualities, you and I included.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be a different person. I might want to be in someone else's position, for example, right? But not the different personality, body, and so on. Anyway.
We can only see how wonderful we are if we look at one another through each other's eyes. You might not like yourself much, Yaya, but...
Aiyana swallows. Ooh. Her eyelashes tremble.
I like you a lot. I like you too, Aiyana. I adore you. Yaya. Oh, Yaya.
Aiyana blinks, her cheeks pink, and she also looks so startled. I wonder if I've made a mistake. They come on too strong.
I'm sorry to startle you. I didn't mean to make things awkward here. You can disregard it if you want. I must have been swept away in the heat of the moment. I'm just so happy now that we finally found Koko. I know what I'm saying. What?
Aiyana frowns.
You mean you don't adore me? No, I mean I do. You mean everything to me, Aiyana. I like you so much I don't know how to describe it. That's why I'm getting all tongue-tied.
I giggle awkwardly, then sigh.
I'm so bad with words. I'm not smart like you. I'm not smart either, you see.
Aiyana inhales, then surveys me with newfound confidence.
I liked you all this time too, but I was always too afraid to tell you. I thought you might reject me. I should be accustomed to rejection after all this time. During my childhood, you and Koko were my only friends. Everybody else harassed me or avoided me because of my hair. The thought of being rejected shouldn't sting so much. But when I thought of you turning on me, it was terrifying. That was when I realized how much I like you. I like you so much.
A brief pause.
Perhaps as more than a friend. I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier. I was just so scared. I'm a coward, but you are giving the strength to say how I really feel. I want to know how much I like you, even if it kills me. Aiyana. Oh, Aiyana. Yaya.
No further words passed. between us. There's nothing else that needs to be said. From now on, we can communicate solely through our bodies. I shift close to Aiyana, my long dress billowing behind me in the breeze. Then I tip her chin upwards with my fingertips. Bold. Aiyana doesn't resist. She's breathing erratically and she's trembling, but I think it's in anticipation rather than fear. I wonder what Maia is doing. She's probably like in a perspective like I am, like you guys are watching the video, right? The viewer of the situation. And those two don't even notice. She wants this too, I'm sure of it. She's been trying to communicate her feelings to me for a long time. Up until now, I was too dense, or perhaps too self-effacing to think for a second she could ever like me. But now at the denouement of our travels, I finally understand. I love Aiyana, and she loves me. I love her so much, and I want to show her that. I tip my head. A smooch. Achievement unlocked, first kiss. This is a good CG, by the way. It's really good. And then I press my lips to Aiyana's in a kiss. A feather-light feeling spreads through my body, but the moment our lips touch, it feels like all my worries are melting away, as though I'm walking on a cloud. I've wanted to do this for so long. I've dreamt about it, but I never imagined it could feel so good. Aiyana's body is soft against mine, and her lips are so warm. I could get addicted to this. Aiyana moves cutely against my mouth. Okay. Of course you do that! You bastards from the wing cloud! You know, when there's a kiss in wing cloud game, I always wonder, will there come a day when they don't mention the saliva? And they always mention it. I don't get why. I mean, we don't need to hear that. Sure, it's a natural thing in a kiss, but still. Anyway. I hold her closer, my fingers curling against the fabric of her white ritual gown. The golden coins strung through Aiyana's white tresses cling in the breeze, and the fire in the background continues to burn. The smell of a charred wood fills the air, but it's drowned out by the scent of Aiyana's skin, and of her hair, and her perfume. I feel like I'm drowning in her. I press our bodies closer together, hungry to taste more of her. I want to claim her over and over again. I just want her to know how much I love her. I pour many years of longing into my kisses, and so let them grow in ardor. I kiss Aiyana's cute, soft mouth until her lips begin to swell against my own, but it's still not enough. I feel like I'm burning up, just like the pyre behind me. My skin prickles, and sweat begins to bed upon my brow. My clothes are beginning to stick to me. When I'm finally bidden to break the kiss for air, I have to gasp for breath. My chest rises and falls, pushed up against Aiyana's, and I know my face is red.
Wow!
I murmur a little out of it.
Wow, indeed.
Maia.
Wow, indeed.
Aiyana echoes my sentiments, a small smile upon her face.
I never even knew kissing would be so incredible. I suppose I really must love you. Same here. I adore you, Aiyana. Oh, Yaya.
I dip my head, meaning to press my lips to Aiyana's once more when...
It seems like things are getting rather spicy.
What? Crap, I was so utterly taken by Aiyana, I forgot about her. I whip out, shamefaced, and stare at Maia. She's observing us from a distance, a smug, cat-like smile playing about her lips. In the firelight, her green-yellow eyes seem to glow. I swear they're staring straight through me. This is pretty embarrassing. I'm glad I was finally able to kiss Aiyana, but I should have been paying more attention to my surroundings. I can't believe I did something so brazen in front of this obnoxious witch. She'll never let me live with this down.
Do you think you could maybe try to forget everything you just saw and heard during the last 5 minutes? If you could, I'd really appreciate that, yeah.
Now let me think about it. But that picture is already in my mind, recorded for eternity.
My friends ponder, one finger resting against her lower lip. Then she grins.
Hey, sorry, but I can do that. Yeah, I figured. That'd be way too convenient.
I laugh awkwardly. My shoulders slumped.
I guess it's a bit unreasonable asking you to suddenly contract amnesia.
I mean, yeah, if you hit really hard. Anyway.
But could you not bring this up again? I don't want you teasing me.
Me? Tease you?
Maia gestured to herself, then to me, a look of mock surprise on her face.
Would I ever be so heinous to do such a thing?
Yes, you would. I know you would. You always tease me.
Perhaps there is a
small grain of truth in that. Try a whole desert's worth.
But I would not mock you and Aiyana over your feelings. In fact, I think your confession was rather cute.
I'm cute?
I'm cute. Incredibly so, particularly when decorated with the blushes of romance. I've observed you girls for a week now, and I can see how close you are. I knew something like this would happen sooner or later. It was obvious you both had feelings for one another deeper than that of a friendship. Was it really that apparent? Quiet! You may be more circumspect than Miss Warrior, dear Aiyana, but your feelings are not impenetrable. I've been alive for many years, and I can read pretty girls as easily as astronomers can read the stars. If I'm at all surprised by this development, it is that it did not happen sooner. I've been waiting for you to kiss for a long while. Words cannot say how happen.
How happen? What?
Words cannot state how happy I am that you have finally shaken off your hesitance. I do so love a happy ending. I hope your love is true and strong, and that it does not founder. I wish you nothing but the best.
Maia's voice trails off and is soon consumed by the crackling of the flames. She's a wonderful woman in the end, if she's able to say things like that. She's not a sadist, maybe, in the end. A gentle smile, quite unlike those I've grown to expect from her, then rises to Maia's lips. In a soft, gentle tone, not dissimilar to a mother's, or perhaps a wise grandmother's, she says,
"And now, I think I should depart. I'm too old to worry myself with romance, and I would not wish to get in the way of you two young lovers. I like this, it is true, but I do not wish to make you too uncomfortable, and neither do I wish to sully your confession by gawking. You two take care of one another now."
Maia giggles.
Ooh, that is what being in love is all about.
Guys, we need to find someone for Maia as well. I wake early in Maia's home the following morning. I rise from my covers, stretching and pull on my clothes. Then I splash my face with some cool water in a wood basin and step outside to greet the sunlight with a smile. I feel invigorated, revitalized. In my current state, I bet I could do anything. I could scale a mountain, swim across a great lake, or even take on a wild bear in a no-holds-barred hand-to-hand wrestling match. The sun is shining, the grass is green, the sky is blue, and I've never felt happier to be alive. I breathe in deeply and smile, letting the fresh, crisp air fill my lungs. The wind caresses my cheek and stirs my ponytail so it shifts. Today is going to be a good day, I can tell already. It's been a long while since I woke feeling this energetic, and for a good reason. For the last 2 months, and I have been wandering aimlessly searching for a sign for Koko's whereabouts. Now, thanks to Maia's intervention, we need wander no longer. We know where Koko is, and we know how to find her. She's in a village not too far from here, ruled by a princess called Ari. If Aiyana and I set off today, we might be able to reach the village in less than a week. Then, we'll be reunited with Koko again, and our journey will finally reach its climax. We're so close to achieving our happy ending, I can almost taste it.
Let's do this!
I pump my fist in the air. My face, not whatever I wanted to say. My face wreathed in smiles.
We've got this! Together, we'll be an unstoppable team! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
I head back into Maia's home, and to find Aiyana sitting up beneath her scattered covers. She's holding one hand to her temple, and she looks bemused, her white hair sticking up wildly like a bird's nest. Her eyes are blurry, her shoulders hunched, and she looks exhausted. She's not a morning person in any capacity. She's always had trouble getting up, but I hope the good news will spur her on.
Rise and shine, Aiyana! We don't have any time to lie around! We need to get up bright early so we can find Koko! Aren't you glad we get to see her again?
Koko?
Aiyana blinks. She looked confused for a few moments. I think she's still half asleep, but then...
Oh, that's right!
Realization finally draws upon Aiyana's pretty face. She holds herself up, kicking the covers aside in most unladylike fashion, then approaches me, her eyes wide and bright.
We know where she is, don't we? Maia told us last night during the ritual. We can finally go and see her.
Yes, indeed! I'm looking forward to it!
My stomach rumbles and I grin abashed.
But first, we should probably get something to eat!
My voice trails off as I look Aiyana up and down. I take in her smudgy eyes, with dark rings beneath them, her messy hair and her exposed stomach.
And you need to get dressed!
Aiyana's face turns red at this, and abashed she wraps her arms about her bare belly. Did she not realize she was in her underclothes? Surely must be out of it. Aiyana scrambles to pull on her clothes, but her hair is still a knotty mess. She takes a brush and tries to tame it, but she's too hasty and she tugs it. So she winces.
Ow! Do you want me to help you with that?
If you would, that'd be nice.
Alrighty then, just sit down and leave everything to me.
Aiyana settles herself down upon Maia's scattered cushions, then bears her back to me. I sit down behind her and begin to ease the tip of the brush through her white tresses. I brush slowly, careful not to cause her any pain. The bristles of the brush slide through her hair over and over like running water. I'm soon able to tease out the worst of the knots, while Aiyana's body relaxes against mine. The sounds the brushes make is quite relaxing. It caresses her scalp so Aiyana shivers.
Did that hurt?
No, it felt good. You can keep going.
Alright!
I continue my ministrations, methodical as always, until I've gotten out every last tangle. When I'm satisfied with my handiwork, I tie her hair back into the signature pigtails, then set the brush to one side.
There, all done. What do you think?
Thank you, Yaya.
Aiyana smiles shyly while toying with one of her white pigtails.
My hair feels a lot smoother now. You did a good job.
I'm glad to hear it. I know I'm not the most delicate of girls, but I'd never be rough with you, Aiyana, on your hair. I've heard a girl's hair is a very precious thing, and yours is more precious than most. Your hair is so white and smooth and pretty. It's so much nicer than my boring, ordinary black hair.
I like both.
I don't think your hair is boring. It suits you.
Do you think so?
Aiyana nods.
You shouldn't compare yourself with me too much. You're wonderful in your own way. You're a good friend.
Thanks. I try my best, but isn't it just a friend?
Is what she should say. I grin, my face faintly flushed, courtesy of Aiyana's praise. It's nice spending a relaxing morning with her, but I begin to wonder where Maia is. She's been absent all morning. I begin to wonder if I should just head out to catch breakfast. I'm starving. When Maia finally decides to put in an appearance.
Good morning, everybody. Your favorite magical pretty witch girl has arrived. I hope you didn't miss me too much.
Maia's holding her trusty fishing rod in one hand and a wood pail in the other. In the pail I can see numerous small silver fish, their black eyes empty. She must have gone fishing herself while I was still asleep. I appreciate her thoughtfulness, but
I didn't know you knew how to fish. But of course I do, silly Yaya.
Maia sets the wooden pile down with a tool, then ruffles the top of my hair none too gently.
I've been living alone for most of these years, and as such, have become quite savvy in the ways of looking after myself. It would be embarrassing if I could not catch a few fish at my age. No, not only that.
Maia hastens to correct herself.
It would be downright disastrous. I never would have been able to survive for as long as I have if I could not procure my own food.
I lost the line there.
I'm a witch, not a helpless damsel. We could not be more different.
I guess that makes sense, but
I scold.
Why did you send me out to catch food every day if you're totally self-sufficient? Couldn't you have done it yourself?
I could, but I didn't.
Why not?
Because I didn't feel like it.
Maia titters, still rubbing the crown on my hand with one hand.
I'm not bad at fishing, but it isn't a very elegant pastime. I don't like pulling fish off my hook. Their scales are coarse, their bodies are slippery, and they stink. It is, all in all, a most tedious exercise.
I so understand you. Like, if I buy a fish, I basically buy pretty much ready to go to cook, right?
When given the opportunity, I would far rather have somebody else handle my dirty work. That gives me more time to lie back and take things easy.
Oh, I see. So all this time, were you taking advantage of me?
But of course, I'll not deny it. I thought you knew that already.
Maia giggles.
I had no qualms about using and abusing free labor.
You're so shameless.
But she's correct about that.
Indeed I am. I've been alive too long to care overly much what other people may think about me. I would far rather have fun.
I think you have too much fun.
But she... I understand her for...
There is no such thing. Thank you for catching the fish, Maia. I'll cook them immediately. Yes, you do that. I'm starving. Embarrassing for it is to admit. Conducting last night's ritual used a good deal of my stamina. I'm not as young as I used to be.
You don't look at all that tired to me. You're every bit as irritating as usual.
I gross, my arms folded. Happy for I am, but I know where Koko is. It's hard for me to play nice with Maia. I'm very grateful to her, and I don't dislike her, but something intrinsic to her triggers my fight or flight response. I wonder if I'll always be careful with her like this. You know what's nice to hear? That she considers still. She has in her thought that we'll meet with her again. I like that. The thought is a tiring one. But it's also strangely comforting. I guess I've grown used to our silly spats.
If you're tired, why did you decide to go on and fish for us, huh? I couldn't have done it. I'm full of pep this morning.
I envy you youngsters. I'm getting on in years.
Maia smiles.
But old though I may be, I can still manage simple chores. I suppose that's why I decided to help for once. I would not like to have you girls dismiss me as a useless old lady. I don't think you're useless. You helped us a good deal yesterday. If not for you, we wouldn't know where Koko is. That is very true. Perhaps you could call this.
Maia gestures to the fish in the pail.
The results of whimsy, then. Or perhaps I simply want to help you. I have grown fond of you two girls, after all. I no longer wish to treat you like servants, but as guests. A good hostess must look after those in her care. I'm being conscientious.
It seems a bit late to worry about that now. I'll be setting off after breakfast to look for Koko. I'm not sure if we'll come back here.
I did suspect as much, yeah. I knew one day we must part. One day soon, in fact. Yet to think it should arrive so soon.
Maia takes a seat upon her embroidered chair and, frowning, folds one leg over the other.
I'm accustomed to being alone, but my self-imposed exile has grown rather tedious during the last few decades. Spending time with you girls was a lot of fun. I'm not sure if I'm willing to say goodbye to you just yet. I'm very flattered. You have grown to care for us. But Yaya is right. We really cannot stay here. Not when we know that Koko is out there waiting for us. Yes, I am aware of that. But that's why I've been considering a compromise.
I think I know where this is going.
I was mulling it over while fishing, and now I have a proposition to make. What sort of proposition?
Maia glances between the two of us. Her lips burst into a line, then says,
Would you girls let me travel with you? The rest of your journey may seem simple enough, but I foresee it will be fraught with many more trials. You will need somebody cunning, talented, beautiful, intelligent, gifted with magic, and all around infallible. With a monstrous ego to boot. To aid you, to ensure you do not come to any harm. What do you say? It's been a while since I've my home, and I would appreciate a chance to stretch my legs. I think it sounds rather fun, don't you? I don't. I don't know if fun is the right word.
I've grown rather close to Maia during the last week, but she still irritates me. I'm afraid were she to come with us, we'd come to blows every other hour, if not every other minute. It would add a considerable amount of stress to our journey. But it might be more interesting too.
What do you think, Aiyana? Would you mind traveling with Maia? Not at all. I would be honored if you were to travel with us, Maia. I'm sure you would be a boon to us. And you have done so much to help us already. I could not dream of turning you down. You might be a witch, but you are very kind, and I also regard you as a dear friend. Oh my, a friend am I? How sweet of you. I would love to be your friend, very much so. And what of you, Yaya? Am I also a friend? Well, I can't say you annoy me a whole bunch, and I don't like it when you tease me, which is pretty much all the time, but wow, you're not so bad deep down. Like Anna said, I think you're pretty nice, even if you don't always show it. I trust you and I wouldn't mind spending more time with you. So if you want, you can come with us. You might even be able to make yourself useful. Oh, how wonderful. I'm so happy.
Maia beams brightly, practically from ear to ear, as she rises from her chair. Achievement unlocked, the future waits. She crosses the floor, then takes mine and Aiyana's hands in her own. With glowing eyes just like the ruby necklace Aiyana bought from Mika, she then declares,
Let the three of us together stay together. I shall help you find Koko, and I shall preside over your newfound happiness, and I shall become number 4 in the friends circle.
I mean, it can happen, right? Why wouldn't it?
Nothing would bring me more pleasure than seeing your happy smiles. Your journey is only just beginning, my dears, and I intend to be part of it. Now let us set off together into the unknown. It does not matter what trails await us. I'm sure we can overcome them, all of which we are together. Let us do our best.
Let us do our best. Yeah. Story and writing as usual by Waffle. Character art in Ma. Fate line of like Pirate. I think it's always the same team, right? Pretty much. Except for the artworks. As we all know, there is one more person doing artworks for Sakura games. Yes. And that would be it. That was quite an interesting one. That was quite an enjoyable one. Is it weird that I enjoy the Sakura games? They are like a really nice pace changer, to be honest. They really are good with that. Anyway, we might be done with that one, but as per usual, we will get into the other routes as well, of course. So there will be a little bit of skipping there, because we'll not be playing through what we've seen already. We'll only check out the parts we haven't seen within the other routes. So there are 2 more. I think there will be 2 more episodes. I hope to see you there. But for now, have a wonderful day. Bye bye.